Hi, I'm Kathy Grace. I'm co-author with Elizabeth Shores on the book After the Crisis, and this book is primarily for early care and education teachers, directors, parents who, for whatever reason, may have had to endure a particular unpleasant event. In this case, we look more toward disasters that were natural disasters, some man-made disasters. But the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina certainly brought a lot of things to light that we had never thought about. And in our work on the Gulf Coast in Mississippi and helping families and children and early care and education providers to reclaim what they refer to as the new normal, we put together some resources that would be easily found in libraries across the country. So this is really a literature-based book that has outlined some very good children's literature that then has some follow-up activities for the teacher, questions the teacher can ask, art activities that will allow the child to express him or herself. And one of the things we found during the recovery from Katrina was that the fact that children really needed to play through some of their traumas. So we were very accustomed to hearing about the FEMA man. They would play FEMA man who would come in. Obviously he was a new part of their lives because he would have to check their homes. We also had a lot of the weatherman reports because weather became very important to the children, and even when it would cloud up you could see there was some anxiety on the parts of some of the children. So a couple of things we also put in the book are just guides and tips to teachers and parents on how to talk about some of the things that are going on, not to shy away from it, because children need to have that opportunity and that safety to be able to talk about them. We also acknowledge that perhaps the adults are not coping very well with the situation, and that there certainly a need for mental health counseling or mental health services. That's not anything to shy away from, that it is the most healthy thing that you could do, and that is to acknowledge your feelings, and if you can't handle them, then certainly professional help would be a big plus. Also, we talk a little bit about family and friends and how supportive they can be, and how children sometimes can lead adults really in terms of some of the recovery because they're more open. And if adults will allow that openness to maintain, then both the adult and the child can benefit. But we've got some really good books in here that people probably have heard of, some that they may not have heard of. But again, they are pretty available across the country because we did have a criteria of being present in so many public libraries.